just like Pilo. Dirty ass deep cochino. Just last night I left Reno. Fuck your hoe like D-Lo. Making major moves from the 8-1. It's being laid back, better pay some. It's beef from the bait, then we go down. Got the wife in the Texan. Bunch of little acres on the internet. Flipping on the script and I ain't feeling it. Yelling out hers, they ain't even it. I'm making all the plays in my dividend. All of my bros puffing president.
Alright guys, so we're back with another video. Step 3, basically, we're gonna attempt to get the TSX side view mirrors installed onto my Accord. It's my first time, like I always say. Kind of looked at forums. Shout out to Cody. He did kind of give me like a little picture of an idea of how to trim and install the side view mirrors. So I am gonna obviously be attempting that today and maybe tomorrow, depending on my time. Another update on the sanding. I basically went ahead and started sanding down the rest of the car. I still need to do the door trims. I am gonna remove them because without removing them, it's gonna make it a lot harder to wrap the car, basically. So I sanded down more of the car. So now it's basically like 95% done with the sanding. Still need this here, but everything else is basically done. And then I just need the bottom part right here, and that's pretty much it. The whole car is sanded down. And then, like I've said in the past videos, this part will need body work done. So there is going to be a hole on the wrap, as in when it's 100% done. So other than that, let's get to attempting to trim the side view mirrors. Also guys, another thing I forgot to mention is that you do have to take off this plastic thing that originally comes with the side view mirrors. So it has like the tape and stuff. You know, pretty self-explanatory. Just take it off. Sorry, I'm trying to do it with one hand right now since I have a camera in the other hand. But yeah, see, it comes right off. Then I already had started on this one since I was trying to get a little head start, but you do have to do some trimming on the plastic from the mirror, which would be this here and this, all this that's sticking up. This is basically what it would look like after. So I took it all off. Ignore my work, you know, I was using whatever I had at the moment, but this is what it would look like. Basically, just trying to get it flush. Just take it all off, you know. So all this right here, take it all off. The rest of it remains. But yeah, so now let's get to cutting. There you have it. And you can tell that the screw just broke off, but you don't need that anymore. So that's kind of what your attempt is. You could clean it up as much as you can, but that's first step, or whatever step you're at with this. But this is one of the steps you have to do with the mirror. And see, now it's not hitting. Well, I know a lot of you have different options and different ways of doing this. I don't know if there's a perfect way in doing it, because obviously this mirror isn't meant for the car. But I did discover something myself that kind of helped me out. And if you guys want to do it the same way, then you guys could go ahead and do what I did. But something that I find out, because these are not long enough. So what I did was I unscrewed them with the 8mm. This is kind of like welded to the bolt, so you could unscrew it and it'll all come out together. Flip it around and screw it back in, and you'll get like a centimeter more. So yeah, guys, 8mm. We'll get it out. So it comes right out. There's literally no hassle at all. So see, look, this is what I discovered. So you notice the other side is a lot longer and that's definitely gonna help you catch the bolt, you know. And then it goes right in. You know, you could put the sealant stuff, you know, all that stuff that you guys normally do. If you guys do that, I'm just gonna screw it back in. You know, get it under tight, just in case, and bam, see? You could tell the difference already compared to, you know, the bottom one. It's a lot longer, and that's definitely something that you need to get it to reach, and you guys will understand that when you guys do it yourselves. What it does is extends them a little longer, and that's something you're actually gonna need, because when you screw it into the cord, just that length is gonna help you barely grab onto them and start tightening them towards the car. So I actually didn't have to do any cutting from anywhere else except for that corner, which is this corner here. So this is basically what it looks like with just the plastic off. I haven't cut off anything on this one, but I will be removing this corner piece right here and just leave it the shape of a triangle and get rid of all this plastic here as well. You do need two things. You need a drill and a grinder. Reasons why is when you start installing it and eyeballing it, you need to actually flush this down enough to where you could actually catch the bolt and start tightening. This one is actually from the OEM hole. You'll probably see it eventually on the other side, since I only got the driver's side done. But you would just drill to the left, but if you're facing the other way, you'll drill more to the right, and then you'll eventually get an idea until this piece finally goes in, and you would tighten it down. But you would tighten all these three down once you know that all of the three holes are there. This one I did last. So basically I started off with this corner one here. I had to eyeball it, to be honest, but if you want to use this hole as a reference, then you go ahead, but I wouldn't recommend lining it up exactly to the hole that's right here. I would actually start off with this side, get an idea of where you want your mirror, and drill the hole, adjust this one till this one goes in. Once you get this one to go in and this one to go in, then you would start off with this one. This one, like I said, I eyeball, seeing like the paint chipping off, so that would basically be your mark, unless you want to like use like a painter and paint the tip to touch the metal, and you basically mark your spot and drill the hole. Once you drill that hole, I actually had to shave against this part right here just to build some clearance for the bolt, or else it won't screw. And just be careful, because there is some of this rubber stuff that they use to seal the welds, so that is hot. Just make sure you don't get burned with that. Always use your safety equipment. You know, you don't want to lose a finger or an eye or anything like that, or burn yourself. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results. I just need to wire it up to the OEM side view mirrors, and basically it for the driver's side. If you guys have any questions, like I always say, just let me know down below, or any concerns, or if you guys have a better idea of how to do this, or anything that I should know. Like I said, it's my first time, and you know, you learn as you go. As you could tell, I'm pretty satisfied with this now. It works for me. It's easy. I didn't really have to do a lot of cutting on the mirrors to make them fit. If you want to see, this is the closest I could get to no gap. There's some little gap up here. Maybe probably could use like a 3M to close it down, or something to make it look nice there. You could tell this is basically touching. This is just little things that I did when I was cutting off the excess parts. But if you do a cleaner cut, you'll have a cleaner look right here. Same thing, maybe put something here to cover it from rain. Down here, it's literally tight, and you could tell like I somewhat lined it up to the trim right here, but once you get to up here, it starts opening up. But even on the OEM one, I mean, it's still open. It lines up to this right here. You could tell I have a burn mark right there. I don't know if you can tell. I'll show you on the other side. That's the OEM one. You see, has a big old gap, but I mean, you're gonna find a way to get yours to look the cleanest possible. But you know, it worked for me. I'm happy with the results. Obviously this is not a mirror meant for the car, so it's not going to be 100% perfect, but you know, there's probably other ways of doing it better. I mean, one thing you have to know is that you have this little curve right here to curve to the trim, so if you do decide to make it go up, you're going to have this more exposed. But it's all how you want to do it. Let's continue with the wiring. I'm gonna finish off this side, and then once I get the wiring done and everything, I'm gonna go on to the other side and complete it. So this is the passenger side. Just in case anybody's curious on how to take off the door panels, it's pretty easy. I mean, you just kind of have to look for these things right here to remove all the screws that are holding the door panel up. This part, I mean, it doesn't seem that it will break. It has two clips. So these two clips, you just push them in after you're done. There you could use a flathead to take this one out. And same thing with this one. I would say be careful because I just broke mine. And then you take off that screw, and then same with this one. These are really delicate, especially because it's like an older car, so it might be crusty depending on your model and how well yours was been taken care of. But the same thing, you take off the screw from there, and then you could take it off with your hand or use a flathead to pop them open, but you start taking off all the clips. You know, just start pulling. Once you got them all pulled out, you just lift it up from the door. Let me see, I might have to. There you go, you just kind of shift it to the left. That will come off. And then there you go, got it loosened up. And there you have it. It's off. So yeah, I think this is good. It's kind of held up, so you kind of have to shift it to the left. You see the little hooks right there, so you shift to the left and then shift to the right, obviously, to put it back on. And then this one just pops right off. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you got access to your side view mirrors. The reason I took them off completely on the other side and eventually all four doors is because I have to take off the door trims. But for you guys that are just going to do the mirrors, you just have to take it off like this. You can have it like hanging right here. Just going to unplug this. And yeah, you know, screw the OEM ones, take off this clip, pull it out, and basically start doing what I did on that side. Bolts are off. I actually used the same ones for the TSX side view mirrors, so if you don't have the hardware, they fit. And then from there, it's out. There you have it. So I kind of marked this so you guys could get a better idea of where I drilled the holes. It's not 100% precise of where I'm going to drill them, but I'm pretty close. So on this one, can't really see the blue, but I drilled basically against where it starts going like outwards, because you could tell it goes in. So you see this little piece right here, it's more out. So I started drilling against it just to start the hole, and then kind of started shaving upwards inside of it. It's pretty easy. You don't have to be like 100% perfect with it. So that's kind of where you would drill your holes for anybody that was curious. That's where the last hole will end up. But like I said, when you test fit, eventually it starts chipping. Like you start scratching. Like you can already tell. Like you can see like the little silver marks already where I was already chipping when I was just checking where it would go. And same thing with here. It would start kind of like scratching with the bolt screws. And then this one, like I said, you would just have to drill it to the right. So I'm outside the car now, so I'm saying the right. But if you're inside, towards the left. Alright, so this is what the holes made. Basically where I marked them. I was able to do this one a lot faster just because of the earlier experience. This is already day 2, by the way, if you guys are curious. But first attempt with those holes. Let's see. And there you have it. Basically right on. Like I said, just need to do some shaving on this one and the top one. the one more towards the inner. But what I've seen, I don't really need to do some shaving. But if you want to prevent time loss, just go ahead and shave it. Why not? Just give it a little shave, and they should all three just grab on. Get them as tight as you can to your preference. The tighter you make it, the tighter the mirrors are going to be, and the closer they're going to be to the doors, which would give it a better look. But yeah, guys, pretty much it. Next step is for sure wiring. I know I said it earlier, but for sure I'm going to do both of them once I get this one screwed in. Let's get it. Alright, both sides are finally in. Done the same way. Grabbed on perfectly. Time for wiring. Alright guys, so shout out to everybody that's been helping me out. You know, you gotta be safe than sorry, but you know, I threw myself at it, and to be honest, after somebody just told me, I realized that these wires, this is a 2001 Accord, so I would hope that every other year from 98 to 2002 is the same. But the TSX mirror wires, these are the only ones that are left over. I still need to figure out which one is ground and which one is for the turn signals. But these, from the original to the TSX mirrors, are all color matched. So white yellow goes with white yellow, red yellow goes with red yellow, and black yellow goes with black yellow. And same thing with the passenger side. White yellow goes with white yellow, green blue goes with green blue, black blue goes with black blue, and then you plug it in. These are both plugged in. As you will see right now, let me just power it on. I'll show you guys an example. So it's powered on. I already plugged in the switch here so you guys can see. So, switch is on. There's the driver's side. Moving left, right, up, down. Let's try the passenger side. So you can see it. Up, down, left, and right. So that's it for that. Now let's just figure out how to wire up the turn signals. And they're basically all set. From there, just put on your door panels back on, your caps, and your side rear mirrors are good to go. Alright, so day 3, you know, being busy and, you know, all that stuff, but I was able to figure it out. So I was watching a YouTube video, and basically some guy was doing it on like a 04 Accord, and you basically have to get the pink wire, and that would be your power to the turn signals. So you'll get your wire of your choice. And what he did, I mean, I don't know if it does anything, but I just went with it. He got the purple one and used it as a ground. So since I already had this shaved, then I just decided to use this as my ground. And then these remaining black ones, I don't really know what they're for, but I basically got them to work already, so I guess we won't be needing those. And then I just pass it through the fender. I mean, I might try to do like a cleaner job maybe down the line, but right now I'm just trying to show you guys how to get it done. Pass it through the fenders, through there, wrapped it around just so it won't rub on the tires, and then pass it over this so it won't get to the tires. And then I first thought it was gonna be this one here, so I already had like stripped it, but I'll just tape it up right now with electrical tape. But it's actually gonna be the blue-green wire, so you're gonna attach it to that blue-green wire, and then I'll show you guys right now it working on the driver's side, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys it complete on the passenger side. Everything's taped up, everything's back where it belongs. You guys could go ahead and, you know, do whatever you guys want to do, make it look really nice. But yeah, once you put the bolt back in there and wire it up how I said, let's go ahead and and show you guys them working. Moment of truth. Alright, power on. Left turn signal is blinking. And boom. There you have it, guys. Driver's side is officially working with the turn signal. So let me just show you guys the passenger side now, and then once I got both of them working, I'll just show you guys both of them working. But that's pretty much it, guys. It's fucking dope. Alright, so passenger side is done. Same thing, the one on the far right. So the power is green yellow. You know, tape it up however you want. On this side I wasn't able to do the same thing, so what I did was I passed it through the fender, and then I passed it through that hole right there that leads to the inside of here, and then from there I just passed it back down to this and got it wired, and then from there, you know, do all your cleanup however you guys want to do it. Put the bolt back in, and obviously the wiring here is the same. I grounded it, and then power to pink. That's pretty much it. So we're officially done with the wiring and everything. So let me show you guys the finishing look. Alright guys, so we're officially done with this video. DIY on doing a TSX swap with working side view mirrors. Working turn signals working correctly like they should, wired up. Mirrors work, everything works. Let me know, like I said, like if you guys have any questions. I really appreciate all you guys subscribing. I think we're at 40 subscribers already, so definitely appreciate that, guys. Leave a comment for anything, like questions, feedback, things I should do to this car, or things you guys want to see that I haven't done, or maybe soon to be done, or I can add it to my list. I expect to vlog everything I do to this car from now on, so you guys will definitely see the progress and the growth in this. But man, I fucking love this. This is fucking dope. Video doesn't really do justice, but this is nice. But yeah, guys, you guys could do it any way you want. Professional, you know. You guys know how to do wiring and everything. You know, you guys would basically solder it if you guys wanted to. But, you know, there you have it, guys. But until next time, guys, peace out. About to go to sleep. Peace.